There is a dimension beyond that which is known to the natural man. It is a dimension that is as vast as space and timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, the link between science and revelation. It lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of the kingdom. It is an area in which we call the SAKAL Zone.
The generations are getting further and further away from the Father. And we're trying to get back to Him through our intellect. We're trying to find our way back to Him through our intellect, our intelligence. And we're trying to intelligently comprehend the Father with our natural and carnal mind. Watch this. When the Bible plainly says that the carnal mind is enmity with Him. So in essence, you're trying to over-intellectualize the Father. And He said, your faith shouldn't stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. You're trying to understand the Father. You're trying to intellectualize Him. Watch this. When His ways are higher than your ways, His thoughts are higher than your thoughts, His ways are past finding out. And we think we subservient saints because we ain't got all the revelation. Now, don't get me, I'm not preaching against revelation. Revelation has its place. I love revelation. But I don't want so much revelation to where I'm deficient in power. So what's this? Stop trying to find out. Oh my God. Stop trying to understand God and get to know Him. In the power of His resurrection and the fellowship of His suffering, being made conformable unto His death. Get to know God. We want to understand Him without knowing Him. See, knowing Him is intimacy. Knowing Him is up close and personal. Knowing Him is He talks to me and He walks with me. Knowing Him dictates that I got a relationship with Him. See, when you understand from afar off. I'm watching you from afar off and I'm trying to understand your ways. No. Knowing is up close and personal. I'm not trying to understand God no more. I want to know Him. I want to know Him. So, watch this. Get to know God. So we've been trying to learn God. We've been trying to learn Him without knowing Him. And we're trying to be taught something that ought to be innate. See, I never had to teach my children how to love me. Pastor Cece didn't have to teach them how to love. They can't, and it's just from the moment they laid eyes on us. And ain't it funny how a baby know who their parents are? Everybody can hold that baby, but when their parents hold that baby, it's something totally different. They know them. You ain't got to teach them that. And so we're trying to learn something that we shouldn't know. And we over-intellectualize, well, here's how God works, and here's how God... No, get to know Him. Watch this. Because there is a power in the relationship. We lack the power of relationship. We don't have the proper relationship with God, and that's where we're losing our power.